All right, today we're talking about something that's really shaping the future for new lawyers in Singapore. It's called the Structured Workplace Mentoring Program, or as we'll call it, the SWMP.
So what's on the docket? First, we're going to tackle the big challenge, that huge gap between law school and real-world practice. Then, we'll see how the SWMP is the perfect solution and break down its 2-year pathway. After that, we'll get into why it's a massive win for everyone involved, and we'll finish up with a super simple guide on how to get your firm started.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning. Before we can appreciate the solution, we have to understand the problem. What exactly is this practice gap we keep hearing about? This is the big question, right? You spend all those years in law school learning the theory, the cases, but then you walk into a firm for the first time. How do you possibly bridge that gap between what you learned in a book and what you have to do every single day?
And here's the bottom line. We hear it time and time again from junior lawyers. They're looking for real, structured guidance. They need a bridge to help them make that jump, and that bridge really is mentorship.
And that's exactly where the Law Society of Singapore comes in. They saw this need, they saw this gap, and they decided to build that bridge themselves. And their answer is the SWMP.
So what is this thing exactly? Well, the SWMP is a formal in-house mentoring program. It's not about random coffee chats. It actually pairs up junior and senior lawyers in the same firm and gives them a really detailed 2-year syllabus to follow. This is a proper, structured pathway to success.
Now, what makes this program so solid is that it's built on 3 essential pillars. It isn't just about the technical legal skills, it's about the big stuff, instilling the core values of the profession, making sure workplaces are safe and sustainable, and mastering the nuts and bolts of practice management. It's a truly holistic approach.
Okay, so we've got these 3 pillars, but what does that actually look like in practice? How does it all come together over a 2-year journey for a new lawyer? Let's dive in.
As you can see, the full syllabus is really comprehensive. We're talking 15 sections spread across those 3 pillars. The topics cover everything from professional integrity all the way to client confidentiality, and even using technology. The structure is there to make sure no stone is left unturned.
Now, you might be looking at 15 sections and thinking, whoa, that's a lot. But here's the beauty of it. It's incredibly flexible. The goal is to complete just 6 sections a year, and the only rule is you have to pick at least one topic from each of the 3 pillars. That way, development is balanced and nobody gets overwhelmed.
So, what does a year in the program actually feel like? Honestly, it's designed to fit into a busy schedule. We're talking a minimum of just 3 sessions a year, for about 30 to 60 minutes each. You can do them one-on-one, you can do them in groups, and you mix the official syllabus with your own firm's way of doing things. The real key here is creating a safe space for open dialogue and lots of questions.
So, we have a program that's structured yet flexible. But what's the real bottom line? Why should a busy law firm invest its precious time in this? Well, the answer is pretty simple. It's a massive win-win for absolutely everyone.
Just take a look at the benefits. For junior lawyers, it's a total game changer. It helps build their professional identity, cuts through all that early career confusion, and develops the skills they actually need. And for the law firms, you get a ready-made syllabus, which means consistent training for everyone. It strengthens your company culture and really hammers home the best practices for client care and risk management. This isn't just training, it's future-proofing your talent.
Oh, and there's one more little perk. If you structure the mentoring sessions to meet requirements from the Singapore Institute of Legal Education, say like an in-house seminar, both the mentors and the mentees can potentially earn private CPD points. Not bad, right?
All right, we've covered the why and the what. Now for the final piece of the puzzle. How does a firm actually get this amazing program up and running?
Getting started is surprisingly easy. It's really just a 7-step process. First, you identify your mentors and mentees, pick your 6 topics for the year, get at least 3 sessions on the calendar. Then you just request the workbook and checklist from the Law Society, weave in your own firm's protocols, and look into those CPD points. It's designed to be as painless as possible.
So when you boil it all down, the SWMP is so much more than just a training program. It's an investment in people and an investment in the future of the entire legal profession, which really just leaves one simple but powerful question. Is your firm ready to build that next generation?